All right, today we're working on a 2014 Ford Escape. It's got a stereo issue. There's no sound coming out. A lot of the menus don't work. Get it to come on and show you what I'm having. So just a blank screen there. If I attempt to push any of these buttons, menu is the only one that works. And then I can scroll through some settings, but I cannot get anything for sound. What we're going to do is remove the head unit from this vehicle. So step one is to pop the shifter bezel up. You've got a small trim tool. You get underneath that, or you can put your fingers inside of here and pull up. And there's going to be a couple of T25 Torx here in the corners. Try to get a little more light in here. There's a view of the T25, so there's one in each corner. Take those out first. After removing those two screws, you're just going to start pulling up on this bezel. Work it loose on both sides. And you can put your key in, drop the shifter down, and work this piece off. Next, you got two more T25s right here on the side. The two that come out of the control panel are a little bit longer than the first ones you took out. Next, you want to pull this bezel out. And then you're going to want to unplug all the connections on the back. There's going to be several here. And take these clips out and remove this piece. Alright, all three of them have small clips to depress. Two of them are on the bottom, and the small one is on the top. Next, you're going to flip up your cover here. And there's two 7mm bolts to remove. Okay, once you remove those two 7mm, you can move up to the display area. And so we're going to put the vehicle back in park. And turn the key on. And use a trim tool and get underneath this right here. Pry up on both sides. Lift that up. And next on your display, you got a couple of T25s, one on each side. Now we can lift this up out. You can just kind of leave that display back up out of the way, and the next piece you want to pop free is this one. So try to get a little trim tool or something in one of these gaps. Pry up on it, get right underneath this front edge here. Just kind of slowly work your way across. you can just kind of pry it up so that you can get to these 7mm fasteners right here. You can see where the clips are. They're basically right in the middle on each side. That's the area to focus with your trim tool once you get this front edge where there's a couple of tabs holding it down. Next we'll take these two out. So next we're going to want to pick up on this front cover piece right here. And we may have to use a trim tool and go in around the edges here to kind of pull it out and up. You can lay this one forward, and then there's going to be an electrical connector to take out right there in the middle. The push clip is on this side here. So just depress that. And pull it. Now we've got a bolt here and here, 7mm, so we can take the head unit out. Now you want to pull this unit out. And unplug it on the back. Alright, the first two are pretty much identical. You got these push tabs on the top of the plug. And just pull them out. And the second two are identical, and they have that small depression right on the top. So these you actually have to push down right here and then pull out at the same time. So you can see the tab, I've already got it released, but the tab back there on that male end is what's holding it in. So next we just go back together and place all those plugs on the new unit and begin putting your trim pieces back. Get your plugs in. Push the unit back into where these two bolts will line up. Put your front cover back on here. You can already hear we got volume. Work this up into place. Just put our two 7mm bolts in right here. Tighten those down. Push this top piece back in. Got to come forward a little bit to get those clips back into place. And put your display screen back. Put your two T25s in that. Alright, when you're replacing this top piece, you want to put the front down first so it slips over that display screen before you get any of those clips worked in. Next, you got your two 7mm that go in the top here underneath that rubber tray. Now we're going to put our key back in so we can move the shifter back. Get our air conditioning control unit put back in. So you got the plugs on the back side, 3 different ones. One here, and one here. Plug those in, return it, put in these 2 T25s. This will be the black ones. They're a little bit longer than the first 2 you took out. This one can be a little tricky to get back on. Just kind of lay it close, and then you get your shifter bezel poked back through to here. And now you lined up. And you put your last T25s here in the corners, pop this bezel back into place, and you're good. Ratchet's kind of got to be at a little bit of an angle here to get these tightened down. Pop this back in. Enjoy your new radio. If you like today's video, please like and subscribe. Thanks.